So by the list that I have, Roberto Mayen, please.
Hey everybody, thanks Rafa. Um, my name is Roberto. I'm one of the leads of the Deep Funding Academy Genesis phase. The objective of the Deep Funding Academy, this project, is to onboard uh, current and new participants to deep funding, sort of like Project Catalyst does a little bit for each of their fund rounds, but in a more I guess we will call it streamlined way, and it's completely going to be on chain. So people are going to be able to prove that they have skills, like to be reviewers or proposers or voters, and those will get recorded on chain credentials, which would then allow them to contribute to different tasks, such as being a community reviewer, such as being a proposer, or even a voter. So where are we so far? Let me share my screen really quick. I would like to record this computer. Give me 1 second. I'm getting permissions problems here. Let me see if I can share anyways. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
And you can see my screen, right?
Not yet.
Okay. It's yeah.
It loading. It loading
Good.
now. Yeah, it good.
Thank you. Okay, so where we are, we went on a slight detour, which led us to sort of reach certain milestones before we needed to. So we are sort of in a process of quickly catching up to milestone number 5, number 4 and number 5, which would eventually lead to the deployment of the academy. We're trying to find the best opportunity to do so, which would probably be either for this deep funding round, test round that's happening, but that's maybe we talked about it, and that might be too close to the deadline. So maybe we will do it either close to deep funding 4 or just separately in our own in a different schedule. Anyways, so the first milestone, which we already met, was just setting up the core team of operations and project management. And you can see here a little bit of the progress that we've made. Felix has been driving a lot of this excellent work, and we basically created a bunch of teams. We adopted what we like to call an emergent collaboration protocol. Each of the teams basically self-directs. They've done incredible teamwork, and yeah, each one works independently from each other, and we sync based on certain objectives that we have. There's a couple teams that were created. One was a project management team, which includes me, Felix, and Ubio. Then we have course content creation, treasury administration, where Treasury Guild is helping us with treasury administration, which hasn't been an issue so far because we haven't really received any funds, and I'll explain a little bit about that later on. We have defined certain roles within those teams, like facilitator, liaison between, because there's 2 teams. There's the Andamio, which I'm part of, and Deep Funding Academy as a project, so we need someone to sort of interface between the 2. We also have a marketing team, and we have a teaching team. Each team has defined goals that we're doing task management through D-Work. We have defined team meetings and a Discord server with dedicated channels for each team. For example, the admin team meets on Mondays at 1800 UTC as requested. This doesn't happen every week because we consider it every meeting, every hour that's spent has an allocated budget, and it would be wasteful to meet if there's not a specific agenda to be discussed. But some of the things that we've worked on is what I mentioned, liaising between Andamio and Deep Funding Academy, the Deep Funding Academy website, which you can find at deepfunding.academy. Am I showing that one? Can I share? I'm not showing that one. This is, I don't like this about Google Meet. Let me share again. Desktop. Yeah, this is better. Okay. You should be, can't share your screen. All right, not able to do this. Maybe this. Okay, good. You'll be able to find Deep Funding Academy website at deepfunding.academy. And so you have the different it's basically the scaffolding. It's still a work in progress, but it has the basic elements of what is the academy, what is the vision and the mission, how are we designing it, what are the roles that are being built into the academy, how is it going to work through communication channels just like Discord, online workshops, which are going to be the live workshops where we're going to get together with the participants of the course and discuss questions or things that might arise as they go through the project-based learning course. And obviously the Andamio platform. The treasury is going to be open for anyone to look at the fund movements and anything that they might want to sort of audit. Documentation is also going to be available, obviously, and a little bit of a brief description of who is in the team and what are their different roles, et cetera, et cetera. I don't want to take too much time on this, but you can see that we pretty much are trying to be as transparent and as informative as possible with all of the resources that we're creating. Like I said, we had one of the things about the Deep Funding Academy is that it uses project-based learning methodology and student learning targets. So one of the things that we had to do in order to create the basic structure of the course is do a train the trainers workshop, which happened over in December. And you can see a little bit of that work over here. So we talked a little bit about what are student learning targets as I can statements. We worked through each of the different modules that we were going to cover within the course, and we ended up with a final course.json file, which lays out the structure. This is an example of what we will cover. So it's divided into modules. Each module has student learning targets, and those student learning targets are assessed through mastery-based assessments. That's what's going to go on the Andamio instance that we're setting up. Hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have a Deep Funding Academy Andamio instance. So just like if you go to andamio.io, you can see an example of this. You would go through different modules depending on what path you're taking, whether you're a community reviewer, whether you're a proposer, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, right, this happens now. If this doesn't work, I have the mesh PBL. Let's go to that one. Anyways, let me pull that up somewhere else and I'll show you. So we'll have a Deep Funding Academy instance on Andamio that will do these things. The students will be able to go through the different modules, acquire skills through student learning targets and mastery-based assessments, and those will be recorded on their credentials. If anyone is familiar with the Plutus PBL that Kimba Labs delivers, it's similar to that process, except that at the end, you will have access to real contribution opportunities where you can get rewarded with actual money for that. What's coming up next? We have installed capacity for trainers to deliver the workshops and to create course content in PBL form. So that's what's happening now, is instantiating the Andamio instance, creating the course content. Then we have a short period where we're going to do marketing and communication to attract participants to the course. I don't know if you can see this. And finally, it's the delivery and the Genesis phase. So we're pretty much halfway. We're just waiting for the Andamio instance to be deployed to do milestones 2, submit reports for milestones 2, 3, and we'll begin. We're already working on number 4. Milestone number 1, the report has already been approved, so that's going pretty well. And there's a couple of people here from the team that are here in the meeting, and I would just like to sort of express my gratitude for the incredible work that they've done. They have had to learn a lot in a short period of time and sort of come together as a team. It is a rigorous process to learn how to teach using project-based learning methodology. It was a process to learn how to create student learning targets, what they are for, how they are different, and they were already all the time there. They were present, they were willing, and they did a great job. We're very satisfied with the course that we're going to be delivering very, very soon. And that is it for us for now.
Amazing, Roberto. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I will refrain a bit of talking and leave room for someone else to give you the feedback. Please, guys. Anyone here that would comment this amazing project and status updating?
Hi, I am part of the team. I am learning and training myself in the Train the Trainers program that Roberto was just talking about. And yeah, we're doing great teamwork. Thanks, Robert, for that.
Thank you, Ines. Yeah, if
Yeah,
any, sorry, yeah.
No, I have to say that when I joined the SingularityNet team and deep funding, I envisioned a process of onboarding for new people and I came from a basis using Wikipedia, for instance, for it. And I have to say that what you guys are doing now, it can't even be compared, right, for this process. So I'm really, really glad to have your project, as all projects, onboarded into this and bringing not only innovation but efficiency as well for deep funding program and subsequently to the SingularityNet Foundation. Thank you very much, guys, for doing this amazing work.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Anyone else? Last call. The train's leaving the station.